Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. A boy who is 11 years just revealed the person who killed his mom and his sister before he passed away. This is an 11 years old Minnesota boy in the United States who had been shot 5 times, and he was able to tell officers before he died about the person who killed their mother. Tackett Jones, who is 26 years old, was charged with 3-degree counts of second-degree murder. However, the names of the people that he actually killed, that's Desondria Wallace, she is 30 years old, the mother of this little boy, the 11 years old boy, and also his sister, who is 13 years old, that's LaPortia. And this happened at their home. The son is Jacoby, and this was on Saturday. June's first count appearance was scheduled for Tuesday, and the complaint that Desondria was shot twice and LaPortia, that's the daughter, was shot 10 times. Both of them were dead when the officers had arrived at the house, but the 11-year-old son was still breathing, and he was taken to the hospital for emergency surgery. And before they started carrying out the surgery on him, this 11-year-old boy was so smart and intelligent, and at that point he now revealed to the cops that it was the mom's boyfriend that shot the mom and the sister and shot him too. But unfortunately, while this emergency surgery was being carried on this little boy, he passed away. He couldn't survive it. And Wallace's nephew, that's the mom's nephew, told the police that Jones was his aunt's ex-boyfriend and that he had been violent towards his aunt and even fired a shot at her in the past. The nephew had been a witness to this particular Jones guy's act of violence on his aunt. And however, according to the complaint, Jones now told the police that he killed Desondria and Wallace and her children to save them, and he pointed to pictures of the children. However, he's now saying that he killed them so as to save them, that they can grow up there and be holy. He told the investigators at one point that according to him, that he identifies the victims by initials only, but family members have publicly released their names. And prosecutors said that the police were called to an apartment in St. Paul on Saturday afternoon by a 911 caller who said there were 3 people inside and blood everywhere. And the first officer to arrive could only push the door open about a foot because LaPortia was lying in front of it, that's the 13-year-old girl, and the officers squeezed inside and saw Desondria lying face down on the couch, and the boy was also face down but was still breathing, that's the 11-year-old boy, and making a gurgling noise. Also, first responders asked Jacob who shot him, and he replied, Keith, who said that he now told them that is his mom's boyfriend. Also, the nephew told the police that Jones was his aunt's ex-boyfriend. And this is really, really sad. You will be imagining how would someone carry out a horrible act like this. That's why it's good for people to still be mindful of the kind of people you let into your home. It's obviously seen as a violent man, and he had been like this for a very long time, because the nephew of the late Desandria was saying that this is how this man has been treating his aunt for a very long time. The question now would be, why didn't she speak up? You know, sometimes when you are in toxic relationships like this, some people are afraid to speak up because of the harm that will befall them. Some people are scared to speak up because of their children. But look at how this whole thing ended in a very big tragedy. This guy who was dating the mom now decided to kill her and kill the children, because if only the son hadn't survived, then who will be able to say who exactly killed them? But I know investigations would have still proved that. But the little boy who was so sharp and held his strength, was so wise enough to still hold on and tell them who killed them. But it's really painful. You can imagine how a little boy of 11 years was still alive, going through pains. But unfortunately, he did not survive it. His elder bigger sister, that's 13 years old, is gone. His mom is gone. The three of them are now gone. And how will this man feel? Right now, he is saying he wanted to save them. That's why he killed them. Save them from what? He is not really saying what he's saving them for, that they will be better people and holy people when they grow up there. So what is he talking about? You'll be asking now, is this person really okay? Please, people should be very mindful, especially when you have your kids around you. Maybe for people that are now dating someone who is not the parent of those kids, or who is not the father of those kids you have with you, be very, very conscious, and also have more information or details. Study this person very well before you even let the person into your home or into your children's lives. Maybe you can keep your relationship outside from a distance while you're still studying this particular person. Although I know some people will pretend and then hide their true nature until you bring them into your home. It happens a lot. But at the same time, please, especially for single mothers who introduce men into their home when they have kids, be mindful of the fact that some of these men are out for their own ulterior motive. They are not out to have anything good with you and your children. And this is what happens at the end. Look at how this poor woman with her 2 children just lost their lives on Saturday. It's really heartbreaking. And why do people resort into violence, and violence on mother and children, even little children? What has these kids done to you? Even their mother, whatever she has done, she didn't deserve to die. The kids didn't deserve to die. Why do people even now treat kids or babies like adults? You are killing your fellow human being. No remorse, no feelings. Sometimes these things are unimaginable. You'll be wondering, why do people go to this extent? What kind of a heart do you have? This is an act of wickedness and an act of evil on a human being. Look at these children, 13 and 11 years old. What do they know? Why take their lives? Why take their mother's life? She's just 30, she's still very young. This is someone you claim you once loved. Then what happened? If you don't want the relationship again, why don't you quietly walk away? Okay, they're even saying he is even an ex. Then why come back? What are you coming back for? Now you have shot them dead. What happens to your life? Have you made your life any better? Some people don't know that these things make your life even worse, because you're living with your hands stained with blood. Please, people should resist and stop having to handle issues with death. Killing someone will not solve any issue. Rather, it will make matters worse. Because once you are caught, you will end up spending the rest of your life in jail, or you spend a longer time in jail. Most times, once you're found guilty of first-degree murder or intentional killing, you are given a long jail time. In some cases, some people are even given lifetime. You spend the rest of your life in jail. So is that what you want for yourself? Please, if anyone is not okay in a relationship, just quietly leave the partner alone. There is no point after leaving you come back and you harm the person. You guys have dissolved the relationship. Then let it end there. Why come back again? Why? And anyone who is in a toxic relationship, please speak up. Don't wait until it is too late. You can see that the nephew said this guy has been doing this for a very long time to his aunt. Maybe if only she had spoken up or said something to someone or complained or even called the cops, then he may not have had the opportunity to take their lives away from them within a short period of time. Please, there's no point keeping quiet and dying in silence. I know a lot of people may be scared or wondering what will happen to them once they make a report or expose this particular person. There are different ways you can even communicate to somebody without letting the partner who is the cause of this domestic violence to even know. You can secretly do it. Either you drop a note somewhere in the neighbor's house to help you call the cops, or even when you go out, you can drop it, give it to one of the workers or a staff in that particular environment. Once you drop a note indicating that your life is at risk, you need help, they should call the cops for you. People don't waste time to do this kind of a thing because nobody is happy to hear or see other people suffering and they are living in fear or danger of their own lives. Irrespective of how you feel about somebody, tell yourself the truth when you are in a relationship. Especially for some of the ladies that know that this is a toxic relationship, but they still stick their neck to it. Please, learn to tell yourself the truth. Accept whoever you are dating with and accept this person's flaws and know that this is what this person is, and then the only way you can help your own self is by taking your heels and running away, or you end up that relationship the earlier the better. Yes, some people, once you end the relationship, they come after you. Before you even end the relationship, it's better you get the cops involved or call somebody, call organizations that handle domestic violence issues and complain to them. Do that the earlier the better. Please don't wait until it's too late before you start making your complaint or trying to create an awareness of what's happening to you. It may be too late. You may not even live to tell your story. Please don't be carried away by anything, either looks, money, nothing. If you are in a toxic relationship, run as fast as you can. There is no point you be with someone who is always battering you, beating you up, and even pointing guns at your face and warning you. How would you live a peaceful life in that manner? It's not mandatory that you be with this particular person. So please, every lady who is involved in a relationship or marriage that has a toxic man or that is involved in a domestic violent act, don't wait. Please call the cops immediately. Call organizations that help people out going through things like this. It's better the person is taken away from you and locked up than you keeping quiet and the person is there with you and your kids, for those that would have kids, and then you now get your kids, innocent kids, involved in this thing. Because some of those people, most times when they kill, they don't care if you have a baby, a toddler, they will kill that same person. Please, it should serve as a lesson to everybody. Be mindful of whom you date or whom you are in a relationship with. It goes both ways. Both for the women. Some women are the ones practicing domestic violence, but it's not as bad as the men. But please, both men and women, be mindful of whom you are dating. Be sure that this is the person you want to stay with. Be sure that this person has no records of domestic violence before you get into it. In a case that it's a man, please, you make the report and you avoid such kind of a relationship where you have a woman who is toxic. There are some women who are out who have the tendencies of being violent, and then they can use arms or axes on you, use different kind of weapons on you. Some women are like that, but it is really very rare. It's more on the path of the men. Women, please tell yourselves the truth. Don't wallow in pain Always remember that some people kept quiet and all they found out was their corpse. Don't wait till it gets to the point when you can't even open your mouth again. Speak up now that you can. It's better you are even alone than being in a relationship that is toxic or with a man who has all the attributes of a domestic violent man. Avoid it, please. And when you have kids, that's even where you should be more conscious of whoever you let into your life. If you're trying to start life afresh with another man and you already have kids, be very sure that this person is out for the real deal with you and not out to make his own gains and then eventually leave you and your kids stranded or leave you people to the point of death. Be careful, please be mindful, be watchful. It's really, really important. Friends, what do you all have to say about this? It's such a pity that this little boy has gone. It's really, really painful. Seeing incidents like this or act like this, it's difficult to take in because when kids are involved, you will just be wondering who will take the life of these innocent little children and even their mother's life. It's not worth killing anybody, no matter what the situation or the problems you're facing are. There is no point to kill anybody at all. May the soul of Desandria, LaPortia, and Jacoby rest in perfect peace with the Lord. May Almighty God console their extended family, and I pray that this doesn't even happen to any other person. Please, friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Parr. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Parr there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He's going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matt Parr, he is the teacher and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below So please, you just click on that link and you will have access to MathPass class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question, or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you'll have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to MathPass himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to MathPass Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.